The tattoo industry is changing and there's nothing we can do about it. It's changed, right? It's about moving forward. But if we only get upset about it and we do nothing to prepare ourselves for the future, then we will be left behind. And any of the good qualities that we had, traditions and history, will be lost. So it's so important that you watch this whole video and see the steps we are taking, the tools that we have available, and the people who are stepping up give you every chance you need to have a long career in a changing industry, in a changing world, right? Well, if you don't know yet, there's a federal law called the Modernization of Cosmetic Regulation Act. This happened in 2022, and we've been fighting against it. Well, learning about it. I can't say we've always been fighting about it, because at first we were trying to fight against it, but then we realized that it wanted some stuff that was actually made sense, right? Like ingredients transparency in our products. Like, duh, we want that, right? Lot number recall. So if something happens to a batch, they can pull it back. We can know exactly which ones to pull back, right? Like, that's stuff we want. We want our manufacturers to have good manufacturing protocol certifications. I mean, these are no brainers, right? This is stuff that we want to have. We just want to make sure that as it moves forward and it gets into the actual ingredients they use and the way they deploy these things, we want to make sure that we have a voice in that conversation. So right out the gate, one of the newer things that's happening is a nonprofit called InkTegrity. This is a combination of Sean Brown, a true he's a tattoo artist, a true warrior for the tattoo industry. He's been lobbying for us. He has been involved with things, swatting down so many issues that you and I probably would never have known have happened, because it's been handled in on the legislative side. But he himself, and then Rob Smead, an amazing tattoo artist, but also the founder, the owner, creator of so many products through Electrum, have teamed up and creating a nonprofit called InkTegrity. Now, what is it? Now, it's not the APT, right? The APT is the Alliance of Professional Tattooists. This is the tattoo artist trade organization, focuses on the practitioner, and its mission is to focus on preserving the history of tattooing and the health and safety in the craft. InkTegrity is between the practitioner and the ink manufacturers, the supply companies, those who make all of our products, right? For those who don't know, it's not like the same people. Maybe traditionally the artists used to make the products, but over time, we sold all those patents. We sold all the products, right? There's still some tattooer-owned products and companies out there, but it's the minority. The majority is owned by manufacturers. A lot are housed within parent companies and large corporations. That's a whole other story. But we want to have a good communication with them, because they're the ones that are under scrutiny when it comes to these new regulations that we were just talking about. So InkTegrity is the go-between, because not all products are created equal. Not all inks are created in a safe, good manufacturing process. I mean, some are done poorly, and it's important that we, as the practitioner, know which ones and which products, which inks, which salves, aftercare, bandages, suppliers. We need to know who the quality people that we can trust are. So InkTegrity's purpose is to educate the practitioner, educate the public too, right? Like the public needs to know as well, like, what are the products that are getting put on and in their body. And so it's so important that you keep an eye on InkTegrity. I'm going to drop a link to the website below, or if this is a snippet, in the bio. So you could go check out the landing page, kind of get more information, get prepared for us to start producing more content and sharing more what's going on with this amazing new nonprofit. Because, I mean, transparency is truth and truth protects. So if you are watching this and you're watching on a snippet, tag a manufacturer, a supplier, and inquire if they are following through with these good manufacturing processes, these ingredients listing, and these lot number recall protocols, to ensure that they care about your health and safety. I mean, we need to know what is going on when it comes to our regulations. And when it comes to being a regulated tattoo artist, I mean, each state, sometimes the cities within the states are regulating tattooing in a different way. And then some of it's just like trash, here in New Mexico, and there's some places, it's like, if you're a licensed tattoo artist, the state will go after you before they go after unlicensed tattoo artists. because they can find you, because you're registered. They know where your storefront is. A lot of the unlicensed activities outside of their jurisdiction, so to speak, right? So they go after us that are trying to do it right. And it's unfortunate because you have the unlicensed activity, you have those who are doing it improperly, messing stuff up for us who are licensed. So it's so important that we know what our requirements are and our regulations. So that way, I mean, we follow through with them, right? And if we follow through with them, then we can identify where the weaknesses are. And so a buddy of mine, Chris Ingalls, and I got together and we're creating the InkSys app. So this is basically a very simple tool, but very effective and powerful tool that will help you identify what's required of you in each individual state, municipality by zip code, basically. What licensing requirements, whether you want to actually move to this location, if you just want to do a guest spot, go into a tattoo convention. I mean, so many artists I know that have like come to New Mexico who've been tattooing like 20 years, but because they came from a state that didn't have similar requirements or regulations, they'll have to start all over again. I mean, that's trash. There should be some way that we can build some reciprocity. And I mean, there's artists that have come from other states just to do guest spots or go to a convention, and again, there's no translation, or they show up and they don't know exactly what they needed, right? So the idea of this app is to be able to break down what is required in tattooer language, right? So that way we're not walking into a new location kind of scratching our head like, hopefully I did it right. It's still, I mean, bare bones. I mean, we're almost in a beta phase. So if you're interested in this, definitely make a comment below if you're watching the full-length video. If this is a snippet or a shorter version, just, comment that you're interested. We can connect. And then as soon as there's a landing page, we can direct you to that. The Alliance Professional Tattooists is still here. For those who've been following me for a while, I've been a big advocate for this organization because they've been around for 30 plus years. Tattooer built, serving and protecting the industry for tattoo artists. Bless their hearts. It's all volunteer based. There's one employee and it's a lot to handle as a busy tattoo artist. When I first got involved, now, I mean, I don't know, quadrupled its membership, right? And so it's going through growing pains. So it's slowly but surely stepping up. And what it's truly focusing on now is its fundamentals of the practitioner. Really, it's just protecting and educating the practitioner and preserving history, which I think is so important. At the beginning, I mentioned, like, if we're like mad about the industry changing and we just like rump about it and just kind of slam the door and don't want to play, well, all that knowledge we have within us is just going to get lost, right? So it's important that we kind of hand it down to the next generation so that way they can perpetuate it. And we can't, and just blasting it out on social media all the time usually either falls on deaf ears or the wrong people pick it up. But being involved with things like the Alliance Professional Tattooists, a group of artists that truly care about the industry. And so by the information you share with them, they're going to take it and honor it and use it, right? And move forward and hand it on to their predecessors and such. So they've been doing some great things on the Circle platform. They migrated over to their own little online community. It's cool. It's a place where you can be vulnerable. You can put out your artwork. You can put out what you're doing in your world, right? It's hosting like a monthly tattoo history icon interview. They've had artists like Charlie Cartwright, Carrie Barba, Joe Capianco was just on there. And this is an opportunity, even like Gaijin was on there just a few weeks ago. And it was so great to be able to like ask him questions. This, for me, Gaijin was such a huge deal, right? He reinvented the tattooing. Be able to have a space and a place to ask him direct questions was just, so awesome. It's such an opportunity that the APT is providing for the tattoo community. And it also, has some, flagship industry-specific bloodborne pathogens courses like the PDTT, the prevention of disease and transmission in tattooing. Again, just hands down the best BVP you can take for being a tattoo artist. And again, it's just being around like-minded artists. So if you haven't yet, you got to take a look at the APT. Join the APT. It's safe-tattoos.com. There's a link in my Instagram bio. I'll put a link in the description below. $150 for the year. Come on. That $150 will pay for itself. Not only that, just in like the benefits you get from some of our sponsors, but I mean, you get to engage with tax information, you get to engage with marketing information. It's truly a useful organization to help you in your career moving forward. So don't sleep on the APT. Speaking of history, I think so many tattoo artists don't recognize their true power they have. And, we descend from ancient shamans and healers and medicine men and women, right? We're pastoring people through a process, shepherding through pain, and this life transformation that's going on. And there's a lot of power in that. And I think that it's something that we need to continue to call back to and recognize the value in that, lest we forget our history, become overly commercialized, and be replaced by robots and AI. I don't like that. But I think it's so important that in getting engaged with APT, taking advantage of some of these tools to make your artwork better, or to identify what's required for you for licensure to become a professional, or paying attention to what's going on in the nonprofit like in InkTegrity realm, where we're going to be lobbying y'all. We're going to Capitol Hill. The laws aren't done and they could get worse, right? If we have no hand in it, it could get worse. So it's so important that we do have a hand in it. We do prop up and support those who are willing to step up and actually step out and go and have those hard conversations with the people that we got to have those conversations with, that are going to basically make or break our career, make or break our future. So, tattooing can't protect itself. It's an ancient and prestigious craft that we have the pleasure, the honor to be able to participate in. And if we just don't do anything, if we just take from it, it's going to die. Tattooing's never going to go away, but what is it going to look like in 10 years? There's already been a few of these tattoo robots that have come out, right? They're a joke. It's like, whatever. But if we just whatever and just keep ignoring the future, well, and we keep ignoring our interaction with our clients and how we make it such a unique experience and a beautiful experience, then they're just going to, the robots are nicer, right? ChatGPT is pretty nice to you. It doesn't talk shit, and it tells you how awesome you are virtually every time you talk to it. It tells you how you have amazing ideas all the time. And so it's important that we as tattoo artists, or even just serious collectors or manufacturers or supply companies, that we start to unify, right? On all those different spheres that I've mentioned, and all those different ways we can come together. That way we're perpetuating something in the future, as opposed to letting something beautiful die. So hopefully this information was useful, right? Let me know what you're interested in. Let me know if you want to get involved in any of these things. Personally, I have a hand in all of it, but mostly I'm a connector. I can connect you with those in InkTegrity and APT. I can connect you with our products and apps. If anything, if you have questions, ask them. This is the only way you're going to learn and grow, is if you reach out, step out, get a little uncomfortable, pull your head out of the sand and maybe out of somewhere else, and start moving forward to a future that leaves the industry, the craft, the people better than when we came to it. See y'all next time.